This is a channel that would be catering to the Indian style cooking, specifically North Indian. I would be focusing on people who have less time yet who are fond of eating nicely cooked food. So we would be coming out with a new video every week with a new recipe, an easy to cook recipe which you could possibly do in 20 to 25 minutes, and we will try to keep minimum number of ingredients for those recipes. Today we will start with the Indian style chicken curry. As you know, most North Indians love their chicken, and why not begin with the Indian chicken curry. So I'll quickly run you through the ingredients. So we've taken 3 chopped onions, about half a kilo of chicken. It's up to you whether you want to go ahead with the boneless chicken or the normal chicken. Doesn't make any difference, up to your taste. 3 diced tomatoes. You can take crushed tomatoes if it's available in the market, or you can take normal 3 tomatoes and crush them. Indian chili powder. This is crushed chili powder. You can go ahead with the one which is ground also. Couple of cardamoms, garam masala, and some salt. So I've already put 2 tablespoons of oil. You can use any oil. It could be a canola oil or any other oil. I'm going to saute the onions now. So I'm adding the onions. Make sure once the oil is heated, you reduce the flame. Otherwise, the onions would get burnt very quickly. While I add the onions, I'm also going to add a couple of green chilies. You can chop them, or you can just slit from the middle and add the green chilies. Now we will have to saute these onions for about 10 minutes until they turn translucent. So my onions are just about halfway through, and in the meanwhile I realized that there were 2 ingredients which I had forgotten to mention in the beginning, and which are probably the most important ones, which is the ginger paste and the garlic. Without these 2 ingredients, no Indian food can be cooked. So let me, while my onions are still on the way to its complete cooking, I'll put a tablespoon of ginger. It's up to you. Some people like more ginger, so you can put more. Some people do not like the strong taste of ginger, so you can put a little less of it. I like it to be with a lot of ginger. And then comes the garlic. Again, almost the equal amount of garlic. I'm using the paste. You can use the fresh garlic also, so possibly 4 to 5 pieces of garlic. Now it's a good idea that we add the garlic while we are still cooking the onions. So in the meanwhile, the ginger and garlic would also add on to the flavor of the onions. So now I'm nicely mixing it. In another 2 minutes or so, my onions should be ready. Then I'm going to add the tomato paste or the tomato puree, chopped tomatoes, whichever way that you want to add it. So the onions are caramelized, as you can see now. I'm going to add the tomatoes now. So here goes the tomatoes inside the onions. We'll nicely mix it and increase the heat to the maximum. With the tomatoes inside, it's not going to get burnt, so we don't have to worry about that. And while we add the tomatoes, we will also add the rest of the ingredients. So we'll begin with the red chili, about a teaspoon of it, but again, up to you. Some people like it chili, some people do not like it chili, so you can decide how much chili you want to put. about a teaspoon of garam masala. Actually, I can do with a little less also. A couple of cardamoms. If you want to crush them, do that. You do not want to crush them, it's alright. I've taken 3 cardamoms. As you remember, the salt has already been added to the onions in the beginning, so we don't need to put any more salt. So we'll let it cook for about 10 minutes. So as you can see, the curry is now almost ready. So I'm going to add the chicken pieces now. As I had mentioned earlier, I'm using half a kilo of chicken. So I've put the chicken and mixing it nicely. Now there are 2 ways of making it. One, you can have it dry, the way I'm making it right now. The other way is that you can add some water to it and you'll get that curry that you can have nicely with rice. So it depends on your preference. The preparation time and method remains the same. So if you want to have it with rice, add some water. If you want to have it with roti, naan, just have it as it is. Also, one tip, sometimes we end up putting some of the ingredients extra. You could have put extra chilies. So to dilute that, you can add water. So guys, this is the final product. It is ready to eat. You can have it with roti, naan, chapati, whatever you would like to have it with. If you are a rice person, then you can have it with some boiled rice. Goes with everything. Thank you so much for watching it.